Greetings, saber fans. These Starkiller sabers have been in the works for several months. These sabers are both brand new. These are brand new installs, and I'm really excited about the config files that are on both these sabers. These things are awesome. Check them out.
Greetings, saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. I've got something pretty special for you here, and these sabers are going to be for sale. I'm going to publish this as a for sale video on my YouTube page and to all the Facebook groups. And I not only have one of these, but I have two of them. These are Phoenix Prop 7 Chambers TFU Starkiller hilts. The Starkiller is a really unique hilt, and it was from the video game The Force Unleashed, and I have custom weathered these hilts. When Starkiller Galen Merrick built his hilts, he actually built them out of junk parts that were all junky and rusty, and I've custom weathered these hilts so they look like they were made from junkyard parts and old. The emitter, which is stainless steel, is actually heat treated. So you get the heat staining on the stainless steel emitter. Both of these sabers are equipped with a Goth3D Chassis with a removable 18650 lithium ion battery. And I'll show you the Goth chassis now. I've tried to weather the Goth chassis to be similar to the appearance of the outside of the hilt, where it's rusty. And actually, I'll show you the other one. So this one I just have a normal standard backup battery in it, but I've actually put the one battery that's normally in that saber I have in the charger right now, but I'll show you the battery in the other saber. So here's the other hilt. I'm going to take the back off of it. Here's the other hilt, and there's the other battery, and I've copper cladded the primary batteries for both of these sabers. So both these sabers will come with a copper clad battery and one that's not. Both the sabers are equipped with the on-off switch here. The other saber also has an on-off switch, and both of these are both installed with Proffie 1.5 with custom smooth swing fonts that I bought specifically for all three of these sabers from Keen and Shade, K-Sith saber fonts, the Proplicator, and various other font makers that I bought specifically, 3 copies of all of them specifically for these Starkillers. Currently I have 2 of these available for sale, and they all have these 2 sabers both have the same programming, which I'm going to demonstrate for y'all in a little bit. But as part of the demonstration, you didn't get to see everything the crystal chamber does, so I wanted to show you. Greetings, saber fans. It's your old pal Megtooth Sith. Got something special for you right now that I'm going to be putting these up for sale. I've got 2 Phoenix Prop 7 Chambers Starkiller hilts, and the Starkiller hilts are, of course, it's the Neopixel installed with Proffie. There's all kinds of customization I've done to these hilts. I've weathered the hilts with artificial rust. Also, I've fire treated the emitter, heat treated the emitter, so you have heat staining on the emitter. These are both installed with Proffie, and both these sabers have the exact same setup. So what you see here is what's installed on both sabers. I'll have pictures to both sabers on the video and in any Facebook ads I post.
Vader's Assassin.
The first font is going to be Vader's Assassin by the Proplicator, and the background music is The Force Unleashed. And when the saber's off, the crystal pulses And then when you ignite the saber, the crystal stays on solid and then mimics the actions of the blade. Of course, you have localized lockup, blasters, smooth swing, with accent swings. Next spot is Rogue One Vader. Background music is the hallway scene to Rogue One Vader. Tip drag, cutting through the door, of course it does have clash too, all the blades do.
Vengeance.
Next font is Vengeance. Background music is Duel of the Fates. Localized lockup.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. The background music on this is Kylo Ren's theme. Bam Thalri's Spark Tip Fireblade. This one does not have localized lockup. The lockup is all along the blade, but it does extend and retract.
Imperial Knight.
Imperial Knight. Smooth swing with accent swings. Lockup is not localized, it's all down the blade. Blaster blocks, flash, retraction.
Kind of fell to you. I won't.
Next one is Graphics 8 to just a deep sky blue blade with standard lockup, and you can see the lockup in the crystal. Retraction. BB-8's the Force song sounds for all that.
Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, and I believe the Bard scene is the background. Yep, Bard scene. The next font is the Balance to a purple blade, and you can see the blade pulsing in the crystal chamber. Smooth swing with accents. Lock up all down the blade. Blaster blocks. Clash. Force sounds. There's background music on that one as well.
Light.
The Light with a white spark tip blade. Lock up all down the blade. Of course, it does have, all these have tip drag.
Kind of fell to you. I won't.
It's a blue fire blade to Graphics 8.
The Cyber Project.
Rainbow Blade, and the background music on the Rainbow Blades, Cantina, Cantina 2. There's your Rainbow Blade. And then the last is your battery meter.
Vader's assassin.
That's the Phoenix Props Starkiller, Phoenix Props 7 Chambers Starkiller. These are installed with Goth3D Chassis, and the chassis has user replaceable 18650s and an on-off switch. And you access the chassis by opening this up. I'm going to do that later on in another video. The blade retention is here, and also this silver thumb screw. You loosen this 832 and this thumb screw, and the blade pops out. And both of these sabers do come with the Phoenix Props 7 Chambers blade plug that's going to go right inside of there. These sabers are awesome. The weathering and the customization is awesome on these sabers. And the blank canvas I started with, you know, is a lot different now. These sabers really came out awesome, and whoever owns this, I think you'll be proud to own it. It looks worn, it looks like it's battle tested, battle hardened, and it's ready for a Starkiller cosplayer, or if you just love this Starkiller hilt, you could certainly get one. Thank you everybody for watching. May the force be with you, or the dark side as it were, and if you want to stay around and watch the how-to video, you can stick around. We'll show you how the saber operates and how to change everything out. Thank you everybody. Now, of course, because these are both Proffie Neopixel sabers, they have smooth swing, and I've also programmed these to have smooth swing with the accent swings. And each iteration of these sabers also has different, each one of these presets also has different crystal behavior. So this is preset 1, which is the Force Unleashed Gaelic. The Proplicator did this sound font, and the background music is, you know, the background music from TFU. So when the saber's in idle, the crystal pulses on and off, and when you ignite the saber, it stays on solid. These sabers are also equipped with a Neopixel backlit blade plug that comes with the saber, smooth swing, with the accent, flash, lock up, blaster blocks, clash again. Next preset is Rogue One Vader. The background music is the hallway scene. If you guys haven't seen this, it's basically like you can reenact the Rogue One scene with these. It's pretty awesome. The background music is the hallway scene. Lightsaber, lock up, blaster, clash, force, it's an awesome font.
Vengeance.
Next font is Vengeance by Sith, and it has a quicker pulsing accent LED. You know, the Neopixel blade plug is always lit. Smooth swing with accents. Lock-up behavior. It has localized lockup, so it's not going to show up there very well. Force sounds. Every preset has its own music track on this, and I think I put Duel of the Fates on this one. I did. So the next one. The next font is Crossguard by Sith, and you can see that I have the fire blade flashing in the chamber. When you ignite the saber, it's the fire blade in the chamber. It's also the fire blade in the blade plug. Lock up, blaster blocks, clash, force sound, and I believe Kylo Ren's theme is the background track for that. The next,
Imperial Knight.
this is Imperial Knight, Saber Baron. Saber Baron's Imperial Knight with smooth swing and accent swings. White blade plug, white crystal. Lock up, blaster blocks, clash, force sounds, smooth swing. Next font.
Young Ray.
This is Graphics 8, which is just a sky blue blade. I believe all the force sounds are BB-8. Lock up, blaster block, flash, force sounds, I already showed you. Background track for that is Rey's theme. Next blade,
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. This is the Return of the Jedi font. I believe the background is the Bard scene.
The balance.
Balance by Sith. This is to a purple blade, and you can, it tells you what color is coming because the pulse. Force, blaster blocks, lock up, retraction.
Light.
The Light by Sith, and this is just a standard blue blade. It's just a Graphics font. The background is Luke's theme.
Young Rey.
Now, this is a special blade. I believe this is going to be blue fire blade. To Graphics 8.
The Cyber Project.
Now, if you look, the crystal chamber is flashing in different colors, and that's because what we've got coming here is a rainbow blade, and it's even a rainbow blade in the blade plug, and of course it would be a rainbow blade on the blade.
Weapon is armed.
Next is the battery voltage meter,
Vader's Assassin.
which is the last one, and then we're back to Vader's Assassin by the Proplicator and the pulsing red blade. This is equipped with SA2CC's mod, so you have a volume menu on this saber, and you also have voltage speak. So if you press and hold,
4.00 volts.
tells you how many volts are left in the saber. You want to control the volume, you 2-second click on the aux, then you're in the volume menu. Power, volume's up, aux, volume's down. To get out of the volume menu, press and hold aux for 2 seconds, hear a beep, back controlling the saber again. Power on the saber, press power, power off, briefly hold, power. To get a music track, 2 seconds down on power, release, there's your music track, you can ignite, then you're playing with the saber. Blaster blocks, auxiliary, brief, lock up, press and hold auxiliary. Tip drag, hold auxiliary with the saber pointed down. To get a force sound, double tap the power button. That's your force sound. You can ignite the saber and mute by double tapping the power button when you're in idle. There the saber is ignited, but it's in mute. I'm going to retract. And you can see we go back to pulsing on the crystal chamber. This saber, I designed it for longevity in mind and toughness. And everything is worn on the saber. Everything is rusted. Everything is weathered as good as I can without destroying the saber. I have illuminated these crystal chambers not with a Neopixel, but with a standard 5mm RGB LED, which is resisted for full voltage. And it is wired to the Proffie. It has off behavior, so when the saber's in idle, it pulses in every font except for the blue fire blade. And it mimics the saber blade once you ignite the saber. I've spent a lot of time programming all these presets and fonts. This is an awesome lightsaber. These are going to be for sale. The price point will be in the comments. I will sell the sabers just as a saber where I can ship it, or you can buy a blade too, but the blade will cost extra. It's going to be more than the price you see on the hilt. Neopixel blades are expensive. They're complicated to build. They're hard to get right. If you want a Neopixel blade, I can build you one. If you already have a Neopixel blade, this will work. It has the custom saber shop connectors on it, and they're ready to go. And I've already built the Neopixel blade plug for you. So all you need is a 1-inch lightsaber blade, Neopixel lightsaber blade, and bada bing, you're good to go. You can swap out these batteries. There is no recharge port on these sabers because it has swappable batteries. I went with that option because if the battery runs dead, you can just drop a fresh soldier in there and off you go. The new Proffie has pretty decent standby time. If you don't have an accent LED going, which is why I don't have it on the fire blade, blue fire blade. So just get this cycled to the blue fire blade where the accent LED isn't running, and your standby time can be up to 6 months on a fully charged 18650. To get the batteries out, you just tug on. You have to forgive me here. My fingers are big and glumpy, but you just tug on the strap here that I have put there to get the battery out. Boop, out pops the battery. And there's the strap, there's your battery. Put the battery back in and drop her right in, and you always want the positive going towards the emitter. There is an indication in the saber, but positive towards the emitter. There is an on-off switch here, which you can turn the saber off for long-term storage, and then you just put your hilt right back on and thread her in. And that is it on these TFU Starkiller lightsabers. It's a really cool hilt. Probably third most popular after the Graflex and the MPP, I think, are these Starkillers. These hilts came out from Phoenix Props and 7 Chambers, and it's a really well built hilt. They were not easy to install, and the weathering on both of these sabers is very similar. Very custom, but very similar on both sabers. I did use the copper piece, and I have the saber clip clocked, and also I have worn the grips. Everything is worn on these sabers. They are both equipped with 2 switches, and the blade retention on both these sabers is partially this knob, which I've also shortened to get it closer to the hilt, and it's also this 832 retention screw here. And as I said, on both sabers, the emitter is heat treated because it's made out of stainless steel. So thank you everybody for watching, and may the force be with you, or the dark side as it were.